the scholarship actually covers your residence. Your parts are covered, your food and your accommodation. Italian food, it's very different, it's very healthy.
Parmar, he wants to know that is scholarship amount is sufficient to pay your monthly expenses or...
So hey guys, welcome to the channel. इंटरव्यू सीरीज के पुराने वाले एपिसोड में हमने बात किया था अमीन के साथ, जिसमें उन्होंने स्कॉलरशिप डॉक्यूमेंट्स और प्रोसेस के बारे में हमें बताया था। हम इस वीडियो में स्पेसिफिकली बात करेंगे सिर्फ क्वेश्चंस एंड आंसर। जो आप लोगों ने क्वेश्चंस पूछा था उस क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स जो है वो अमीन देंगे इस वीडियो में। इसके बाद वाला जो वीडियो आने वाला है वो वीज़ा प्रोसेस पे आने वाला है कि कैसे अप्लाई किया था वीज़ा के लिए अमीन ने। मैं एक नया सीरीज स्टार्ट करने जा रही हूँ, दैट इज स्कॉलरशिप सीरीज, जिसमें मैं हर रीजनल स्कॉलरशिप की सेपरेट वीडियो बनाऊंगी। सो वीडियो के एंड तक बने रहिएगा, चैनल को जरूर सब्सक्राइब करिएगा, नीचे जो लाइक का बटन है वो प्रेस करिएगा।
Now, we will take the questions from the subscribers, and some subscribers had asked some questions directly from you. So first is Sahil. Sahil want to know that if you have the scholarship, then would you like to also work in Italy?
For sure, 100% yes. So let me tell you the reason for that. You are getting an amount from DSU, which is sufficient enough to cover your expenses. But at the end of the day, you need to have some bucks in your account. It's very simple. You are here to study for sure, but you are allowed to work 20 hours a week, which actually makes 4.5 hours a day. So, you just try to find everything related to your skill set and, you can find that. It's not that.
So the next question is from Parmar. He wants to know that is scholarship amount is sufficient to pay your monthly expenses, or you just need to get like more money from your house, from your family?
It's way more sufficient because, the scholarship actually covers your residence. If you do get a hostel, then it's all covered up. But even if you don't, they actually pay you the rent contribution. But you have to apply for that. There's a different process for that. You have to apply for the rent contribution. They pay $250 a month. So just try to find your accommodation, in this range, around like 250, 260, 270. Not beyond that, because you will have to, put more from your pocket.
From your pocket, yeah. So in this,
and the rest is...
in this scholarship, you got accommodation as well, accommodation and food, right?
No. I have a private room, which is basically in an apartment. So I will actually eventually move to the university residence, but it takes about some months initially. It's
to get your name
the
in
ranking.
Yeah,
but it takes some time. It takes about like 3 or 4 months minimum.
Until the time you will now get the money from the DSU, the rent contribution at €250. Yeah,
yes.
But food you're eating in Mensa. In the canteen you're eating food daily, right? That's free of cost.
Yeah, it's Italian traditional food. Obviously I cannot eat beef and chicken due to some reasons, but if you have to eat beef and chicken from outside, you have to purchase that. And it's Italian food. It's very different. It's very healthy. It's very balanced. It's very it has some good calories. So I just eat keeping that in mind. It's giving me some benefit inside my body, because healthy diet is always good for you.
Yeah, actually diet is very good for students. They put proper carbs, fats.
Yeah, and they are very healthy, they have a very good, healthy life here. They walk a lot. They actually,
so you have also started walking?
Speaks the volume about themselves.
So you are also starting like walking here more, or you are taking
I walk daily, for about 7 or 8 kilometers minimum. And I don't even realize that I walk this much.
Yeah.
And almost everyone walks, this much in an hour, in a day actually.
Yeah.
So 2 major parts are covered, your food and your accommodation. So there's nothing else you need to worry about. You would only spend 30 or 40 more for your phone recharge, for your traveling expense and everything.
Yeah. Phone recharge and your transportation, like if you take bus.
Yeah.
So I think the last question from the scholarship part, last question from this part is from Lakshay. He wants to know what is the monthly expense, but I think you already covered that. It's like €250 for accommodation minimum, then expenses.
It's hard to find accommodation in 250, but you have to, roam around the whole city. You see the places. There are groups on Facebook. You have to just post there every time. You have to check on the posts, which are already made by a lot of people here. So if you take your time initially, if you spend some time, you will be able to find something about 250, 260, 270 for sure, because I was fortunate enough. I took my time initially.
What do you think about
people can do that.
What do you think about food expenses if you don't eat in Mensa? If you don't have a scholarship, you don't eat in canteen, how much on an average?
I would say it's about like 100 to 120 euros maximum, not more than that. If you eat 3 times a day, I would say it's about like 100 to 120 maximum. So
Yeah, maximum.
your monthly expense should be around like 350 to 375. This is the maximum you can reach, and you can even like go lower than that. It's up to you how you spend.
Okay, so that was the questions, and that was a very nice interaction with you, and I hope all the information that you have provided now will surely help students. If any one of you want to contact Ameen, you can contact him. You can follow him on his Instagram ID, Mohammed.Ameen29, and he will be happy to help you and support you. Do subscribe the channel Travel with Meg, and do watch the other video in this series.
So thank you so much Ameen channel पे आने के लिए.
It was a nice interacting video, and I hope I answered all the questions.
आपको एक और चीज़ बता दूं कि अमीन ने अभी रिसेंटली अपना एक YouTube चैनल ओपन किया है. YouTube चैनल की जो लिंक है मैं आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल दूंगी. आप जा करके सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करिएगा उसके चैनल को, और वो भी स्टूडेंट से रिलेटेड और एडमिशन प्रोसेस से रिलेटेड पे वीडियो बनाने वाला है. इनफैक्ट उसने 1-2 वीडियोज़ भी अपलोड की हुई हैं. चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करिए. लिंक जो है वो डिस्क्रिप्शन